Nice.
Everybody, and welcome to another edition of Shooting the Breeze. I get sweaty. I'm confusing my shows again. Welcome.
Which is actually very good for the topic of today's video.
Hey, accidentally failed upwards. Yes, welcome to
Serendipity.
very much so. Welcome to another edition of Get Sweaty. I am your friendly neighborhood soda, who apparently can't remember what fucking show he's on. Joined as always by Big Fudge Ben Rayner, and yes, 50 Shades of References. And yes, my accidental screw up was very much so a segue to our topic for the day, which 50, your topic. I'm stuttering. You should be the one to introduce it.
So basically, this is my topic for today is every time where TV shows or movies referenced other franchises, not necessarily associated with them, which is like me with a scarf from one franchise holding a character associated with another character with a scarf from a completely different franchise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, this shit is going to be a lot of fun. I know for me it took a little bit of racking to get mine. So unfortunately I don't have any honorable mentions again this week. But either way, I'm still looking forward to this list.
It's okay. I think I have enough honorable mentions for all of us combined.
Yeah, I honestly couldn't keep it to just 5, but yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I like to do my lists like in the morning before I do this because that's when I feel like I'm the most freshest and stuff like that. But unfortunately, like some of the ones I was like, wait, but those are in between movies. Like immediately, like Logan featuring the X-Men comics popped in my head. But I'm like, that's not a movie, you know.
Also, it's the same. It's within the franchise.
It's within the same franchise.
It didn't have to be a movie to a movie. It could have been a movie to a TV show or a TV show to a movie.
Well, I kept it to movies, so oh well.
Yeah, it's like, well, I almost spoiled one of mine, but never mind.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we do spoil anything else, 50, if you want to kick us off.
Okay, so my number 5 is actually from a show that I didn't watch, but the reference is famous enough that it got to my attention. It's from the show House. Okay, where.
Right.
There's one episode where Dr. House says, I can't remember the exact.
Morning, my
hey,
dear.
Jess.
Hey, Jeff.
It's nice to know that it's morning where you are. The character of Dr. House, I can't remember the exact quote, but he says like, praise Arceus. And for those of you who don't know, Arceus...
That's me. I don't know who Arceus
is. Arceus is the god of Pokemon. He's the actual god in the Pokemon universe. Oh, and really? one of his coworkers is like, what, Arceus? He's like, Google it.
Right.
Now, of course, he says it incorrectly. He says Arceus, which was the original pronunciation before they changed it to Arceus when they realized that Arse is means something else in British.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think it's a cool reference. That again, even though I haven't watched the show, I think it's cool that Dr. House knows Arceus.
On a side note, 50, I think you would really like the show. It's really good.
It's not a show that I'm refusing to watch. It's just there's too much Doctor Who in the world for me to associate myself with any other Doctor.
Well, the thing is, he'll always trial for being Doctor Who. I don't know if that helps. Because I think Hugh Laurie would make an excellent Doctor, but that's just me.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
All right, Ben, what is your number 5? And actually, I do agree, Hugh Laurie would make a great Doctor. Because not only is based off of House, But if you go back and watch him in Laurie and Fry, or Fry and Laurie, I can't remember what the thing is,
Yeah.
or Blackadder, the dude's got great comedic chops.
Oh, totally. You see that in House. You see that in. You even see that in Friends when he makes a little cameo.
Yep.
My number 5 is coming from the Flash season 6 premiere. With Billy about to go through a dark hole in Central City. I wish I had Cisco in his old lab. Cisco said he had just a thing for this moment. He pressed play, and the freaking Flash Gordon music by Queen comes on.
Really? So
Yeah.
I had stopped watching Flash by that point, so this is new to me.
It's amazing, it's fun, and you totally don't see it coming. And it's something that the timing had to be just right on. I
Nice.
love that moment. It was probably my last good memory from that show.
Oh, wow.
I stopped giving up on it.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, you can only watch one guy screw up the time stream so many times whose name is not the Doctor.
Yeah.
I love how you ended that sentence.
Yeah. The Doctor
whose name, let me just readjust that. You can only watch someone screw up the timeline so many times whose name is not the Doctor or Stephen Moffat.
Okay, I thought you were going to go for someone else. Like, don't. It's too early in the morning. Okay, so my number 5, actually, Ben, you just jogged my memory on one, so this replaces my previous number 5, which I bumped down to my honorable mention. It is also from The Flash, actually. But it is Cisco consistently wearing Big Bang Theory t-shirts, and then if you go to Big Bang Theory, Sheldon consistently wearing Flash t-shirts. That's my number 5, because I think that's pretty cool.
Yep. Although, yeah, okay. Do you guys remember there was one episode where Sheldon was dreaming and the Flash comes on and the Flash gets Sheldon to drink an energy drink? Do you guys remember that?
I don't remember that.
Okay.
No, I don't. Again, see, my thing is, like, there's a lot of shows that I will probably revisit in the past, but as of right now, I've only seen those Flash episodes like once.
No, Big Bang.
Oh, I was not a consistently regular Big Bang Theory.
Okay.
Yeah. But there is an episode, I think, in the first season. This might be the one you're referencing where Sheldon's dressed as the Flash?
No.
Okay.
Benny.
Yeah.
I love Sheldon Cooper. He did have a great character.
Of course, Bazinga. Of course.
I mean, you like him as a character, not as a person.
He has his moments.
Yeah, he does.
But to your point, sort of, though, Cisco in and of himself can pretty much take all the spots on all of our lists for this show today, and we still have more that we didn't get to.
True.
And if I'm remembering correctly, like what my number 5 was basically kind of like a back and forth between the two crews. That's what it was done. It's like, okay, they're wearing this shirt today. Okay, we'll wear this shirt today, you know?
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. 50, this is your number 4.
Okay, I'm going to keep this train on the DC side of things and jump into a movie called Teen Titans Go to the Movies.
Oh, I love that movie.
I love that movie, and people just did not give it the time of day because they associated with the show too much, which I didn't really watch, but the few clips I've seen, not very good. But crack on screen. But yeah, the movie itself, the movie's great. And there are so many moments to choose from. I was considering the moment where the Teen Titans go around changing the origin stories of all the superheroes, and then there they are, there it is, and like when they're going around changing the origin stories of all the superheroes, and suddenly the Ninja Turtles show up because of course,
because of Marvel.
But in that in that same sequence, I chose a different one from my list, which is where the time traveling bikes just show up out of the ground, and it's the Back to the Future theme playing in the
Oh,
background.
nice. Nice. I haven't seen the movie, so I wouldn't know
You
that.
should go out of your way
Dude,
and watch
you're
it.
gonna love it.
Yeah.
And also Stan Lee shows up in it.
Yep.
Nice.
He's like, "Hey, folks, Stan Lee here, making my subtle cameo." And someone
Honestly,
whispers
the best
in
way
his
to describe Teen Titans Go is the whole show is Deadpool. Wade Wilson. Like,
Yeah.
they're constantly making like all these outside references, breaking the fourth wall. So if you like Deadpool, this is a kid version of that.
Nice. Give it a shot.
Guys, how could you do that to Superman? He's a national treasure.
Voiced by Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. He got to play Superman after all.
Finally, yeah. No, it's a great movie. I didn't see it in theaters. Kind of wish I did now. And I wish more people had their eyes on it because it is a really fun movie.
It's my second favorite superhero movie of 2018, and this is the year where Infinity War, Black Panther, and Into the Spider-Verse came out. And it's my second favorite superhero movie of that year.
I wouldn't put it that high on the list, but I would definitely put it in the top 5.
Well, okay, now I'm curious. In 2018, what was your favorite superhero movie?
Oh,
Infinity War. Duh.
Oh, okay. Well,
I like this movie better than Into the Spider-Verse. I'll say that.
Oh, I
I
would
never-
personally. I wouldn't go that far, but
I would.
I know you would.
you know what? I'll be honest. I like Spider-Man. It's a good movie. For me, it's overrated. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'll agree with that.
Yeah,
I think it's overrated.
Okay to be wrong once in a while, Ben. No.
Fuck,
Yeah.
fuck you.
Yeah, you said the same thing to me about Clara Oswald,
Yeah, I still don't hate her as much as you.
but you still don't like her as much as you used to, right?
I tolerate her.
Which is so do we all. But
Yeah.
there was one final point I was going to make about.
I'm sorry, Jess. I'm sorry. I didn't start this.
We didn't start the fire.
Oh, no. Okay.
There was one final point I was going to make about that movie, but I forgot. So because I got so many distractions. That's what happens when Clara Oswald enters the conversation. Ben, what's your number 4? There's 3 first.
My number 4 is from Spider-Man Homecoming. And when he's running through the neighborhood and he's paying homage to the scene in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, including, I think there's even a video of Ferris doing
Yes.
it, right?
Someone is watching it on TV while he's running into their home or something like that.
And he's like, I like that movie, or like, that's a good movie or something. And that just adds to the reason why Homecoming is my favorite Spider-Man movie.
Same.
Spider-Man.
It's top 3 for sure. Because, I mean, for me, it's the trifecta of Spider-Verse, Far From Home, Homecoming. That's my...
And we haven't seen No Way Home yet.
Right. And for all I know, that could be the one that tops them all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Ben, what is your numero capita?
That was your turn, my man.
Oh. So mine is two Eddie Murphy movies from the 1980s. This is from Coming to America. You 50 knows. This is from America, and it is the Mortimer Brothers cameo. The Mortimer Brothers from Trading Places, the ones who lost all their money. They reappear as 2 homeless people in Coming to America, who Prince Akeem gives them money, or he gives them something. I can't remember what it is he gives them.
Yeah, a lot of money, I think.
Yeah, and he turns to his brothers like, Mortimer, we're back. That's just like, so if you have to have seen Trading Places to know that, but it is such a good world tying cameo. It's I love it to pieces.
Shared universe.
Correct.
They were doing it before the MCU.
Oh, for sure. People, yeah.
A lot of people were.
A lot of people were.
I know.
A lot of
I know.
people were.
I know. All right, Missy, what's your number 3? Right?
Well, speaking of shared universes, my next one is actually from Once Upon a Time.
Oh.
I
And
wonder, it might be a punt. depending on which one it is.
I don't think it's the one you're thinking of. It's the Wookiee prisoner gag.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I was considering the fact when the one where Captain Hook and Emma travel back in
No,
time.
no.
Wait. That's not the one you're thinking of. I know the one you're thinking of, and it's not the one you're thinking of. I time traveled because I know how. I was thinking that they were going to disguise themselves as Prince Charles and Princess Leia. That's the one I was thinking of. But no, the Wookiee prisoner gag where they did it twice on the show, and it's just such a great reference. And I love that Henry Mills, who is the grandchild of Snow White and Prince Charming, his great aunt is the witch from the Wizard of Oz. His other great aunt, his stepmom sort of is the evil queen. His other step great grandmother is the Queen of Hearts. His grandfather is Rumpelstiltskin. This guy who's and also his stepfather is Captain Hook. So he's drenched in all this fairy tale stuff.
Don't forget who his father is.
His father is Rumpelstiltskin's.
Wait, never mind. That's not his father. We're thinking of his. Never mind.
His great grandfather is Peter Pan. So yeah, to my point, he's so drenched in all this fairy tale stuff, and he's a Star Wars fan on top of all that. I just love that bit of storytelling.
And I love.
I think we gave Soda a headache.
Yeah,
no, kind of, because I fell off the show in like the third season, so this is all.
Which is where they introduced Peter Pan.
Yeah, unfortunately.
My favorite season, by the way.
Mine too. Followed my least favorite, but we don't have to get into that.
Yeah. Well, although the follow-up season, the Frozen stuff was great. What they did after that with Cruella and
I disagree with you.
You didn't like the Frozen stuff?
No, if you have, you know who from Doctor Who, I have somebody from the Frozen stuff I could go off on.
Elsa or Anna?
What?
Elsa or Anna?
Neither. There's somebody else.
The Ice Queen?
Yeah.
Well, your heart is
I'm not going to do it because we need to keep moving, but I could go off on her.
Well, your heart is clearly cold as ice. What's your number 3?
My number 3 is from Arrow, and from the fourth season. I think it's a big lady episode. I can't remember. But the topic of Harry Potter comes up. And everybody is implying Oliver knew about Harry Potter. And he's like, yeah, I'm on pop culture. And then I think it was Nico who said, I didn't know you knew those movies. And then Oliver was walking out, he said, they made Harry Potter movies?
See, that's why I don't like that reference. Is like, he's specifically referencing the book, and then someone's like, and someone points out to him that they've made movies about it. And he's like, wait, they made movies about that?
He was on
the island, 50.
He was on the island.
Yeah, but the movies came out in 2001, way before he got lost on the island.
Well,
he should have known it.
He was a party boy. He was drinking alcohol. Don't blame it on him.
I think he would have known about the movies, at least. But, I don't know. We can go off on that, and we don't want to. Right?
Right. Yeah.
It's a little fun reference. It really is.
It's a fun reference, yeah. I just think they put that part of him not knowing that they made movies about it just to make fun of, oh, haha, he was on an island for 5 years. Yeah,
no,
way
I
after
could also believe that maybe he was around where the movies came out, but he didn't know about it, because you got to remember who he was before he went on the island. He was so self-absorbed, he didn't know what was going on around him. So it is highly probable.
He missed 6 movies?
Yeah, anything's possible. Remember, he was a philandering playboy. He slept around all the time. It is possible.
Okay. Have it your way. You're boring my Simba.
There's a Lion King reference for the day.
No, I was referencing my plush. I still have my Lion King reference coming up. Don't worry about that.
Oh boy. This actually, I can't wait to see what it is. If I'm being honest. Oh, it's not it's not from Hercules, is it?
Maybe.
Okay, so my number 3 is from Captain America: Civil War. This brings it back to Spider-Man, and it is them deploying the Empire Strikes Back tactic against Giant Man.
Did you guys see that really old movie, Empire Strikes Back? Jesus, Tony, how old is this guy?
Right? And
I don't know. I didn't carbon date him.
Oh, no. That's one of the things I love about this version of Peter Parker, because we also do get it in Infinity War when they reference aliens and they do the how they get rid of the alien queen by busting open a hole in the shuttle. So it's just pretty cool to see these outside references and then to actually see them deployed in the movies. But the Star Wars one, like, I mean, come on, who doesn't know that Hoth reference?
It's a great moment in a great movie. I love that. Yeah. That is my favorite MCU movie.
A great moment and a great sequence in a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, 50. What is your next one?
Whoa. We're really rapid firing through all this, aren't we?
We normally do rapid fire, and then as we get along, is when we start stretching things out.
Yeah, I think I might have jinxed it. I'm sorry. But going back to the DC realm for a second there, another animated movie that I love that I don't think many people appreciate as much as I do, but it's basically all the villains from Lego Batman.
Lego Batman's fun.
He's got there's King Kong in there. There's the Kraken, Sauron, Voldemort, Agent Smith, Gremlins, Dracula.
Yep.
All Daleks, obviously, I'm gonna like that, and it just goes on. And the shark from Jaws is in there. Like, I just love. That's my. I know it's controversial. That's my favorite Batman movie of all time.
Yeah,
it's up there. I would put it up there.
I get that. It's not my favorite, but
in a lot of ways, that Into the Spider-Verse is a lot of people's favorite Spider-Man movie. That's my favorite Batman movie. I'm not saying that Will Arnett is my favorite Batman. I'm just saying that's my favorite movie that's about Batman.
It would be up there for me. I've never actually done a ranking of which ones are my favorites. So
it's hard for me to compare live action to animated movies for me personally, but it's a really good movie.
Well, I mean, you're in luck because my favorite Batman is an animated movie. Is an animated Batman, sort of.
Who is it?
Kevin Conroy.
Kevin Conroy.
Yeah.
The definitive answer.
Yeah.
I'll fight you on that. I would say it's Michael Keaton.
Oh yeah, fight me on this.
Okay. You come here. I'm not going there.
I'm not going all the way over there. You're too high up. Come on. Why don't you go? Why don't you get down to the south? I show you how we do things in the south.
You know, I personally would have to go with Kevin Conroy as well, because whenever I'm thinking about Batman in my head and I'm reviewing scenes, it's Kevin Conroy's voice that is the one that's speaking of Batman.
It's 2 against 1, Ben. You're on a losing side.
No, I seriously had to think about that for a second because I do enjoy all of them for different reasons.
Okay, this is my thing. I didn't grow up. I was never a huge fan of the Batman animated show. So I don't have that love and attachment.
Well, it's not just for the Batman animated show. He's done Batman and other things. Like he did Batman in the Arkham video games and stuff like that. So it's just for me at this point, that voice is just so synonymous.
Okay.
But again, I'm sitting here looking at a Batman Returns framed movie poster. Like, I love Michael Keaton. I enjoy what Ben Affleck did. I enjoy Christian Bale, but it's just, fortunately, when I think of Batman, it's Kevin Conroy's voice. How can you not? It might have to do with what you were saying, for sure.
Okay.
I go Keaton, my favorite live action.
Okay.
But if I'm going favorite all around, it's Conroy.
I think here's my thing. I think I think Keaton, great Batman. Not a big fan of his Bruce Wayne though.
Oh, I am.
I mean,
Really?
that's subjective. I don't think he's a great Bruce Wayne.
I prefer him as Bruce Wayne in Batman '89 than I do in Batman Returns.
Okay,
Personally, come on.
but I think Conroy best exemplifies the differences between
Yeah, because of the
Batman
voice,
and
which
to
he
the
took.
point where obviously he's a voice actor. He's got only his voice to go off of. They literally sound like two different characters. Like he's playing two different characters, still voiced by the same actors somehow.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm wrong.
That's
I'm
actually
wrong.
a trope that was taken from the Superman 1940s Fleischer cartoons. Because the first person to do that was Bud Collyer to differentiate the difference between Batman, Superman, and Clark Kent, because he did it on radio first. So that's where that whole thing comes out. But yeah, Kevin Conroy does it the best.
Okay.
Yeah. To quote Nala, it was his idea, but she perfected it. Or no, sorry, I messed that up. It was her. It was Nala's idea, but Simba pulled it off.
Anywho, all right, 50. What is your numero dos?
That was my numero dos.
Yeah, my turn, man.
Why am I the one hosting this? Really, I can't remember shit. Ben,
You don't remember shit.
You don't know shit.
I don't know shit half the time.
Mine is from Smallville, the 100th episode. It's after Clark travels back in time. He's telling Chloe about his adventure, and Chloe calls him, "Who are you, Monty McFly?"
Of course, the Back to the Future reference. Yes.
I don't remember.
I don't remember that one actually.
Really? Oh, didn't
Didn't she call him? Didn't she say? Well, how did you do that? Did you spin the Earth on its axis?
No.
I remember that part.
Yeah, referencing Superman the movie.
Yeah, because that wouldn't count because it's referencing Superman.
Yeah, that was originally supposed to be the ending for Superman 2 before they decided to release the first one early.
Yeah. All right.
And like I know Smallville was actually pretty good at doing those type of references.
Yeah. They were really good at it. That's why it's my top 5 favorite shows. I think.
Same.
Maybe
yeah, I definitely throw them in the top 10 for me for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so now what's your number 2, my man?
This one made me laugh as a kid, but as an adult, I found it even more funnier. It is from Last Action Hero. It is Sylvester Stallone in Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
I knew you were going to hear that.
When you're a kid, you're like, oh, that's awesome. There's Stallone. But then when you're an adult and you find out that at that time they hated each other, they're always trying to one up each other. It's like, that is genius stuff.
I think to combat that, I like the line in one of the Demolition Man when Stallone is listening to a report about Schwarzenegger, and Stallone says, I think he's going to run for politics one day or something.
Well, no, they actually earlier in that movie, Sandra Bullock's character says, "Yeah, the President Schwarzenegger library." He's like, they made that guy president.
Legally, they couldn't, but they made him a governor.
It's straight.
They also made him a president in the Simpsons movie.
Yeah, well, yeah, McBain. Was it Schwarzenegger or was it McBain?
It was Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Mr. President. Yup, that is me.
I love that movie, man. I can't believe that movie's been out over 13 years now. It's been out over a decade.
Spider Pig does whatever a Spider
Pig can. Spins a web. No, he can't. That's because he's a pig. Look,
he's a pig. He's a Spider Pig.
That's another great one. I can't believe none of us thought about that one. That's fucking
great. Me neither.
Okay, so now it's honorable mention time. I'm going to kick this one off. So the one that was replaced by the Flash Big Bang Theory was, of course, E.T. in Phantom Menace.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay.
All right, now you two had more than I did, so let's hear them.
You want to go first, Ben?
Sure. Logan with X-23 reading the comic book. You already mentioned that.
Mhm.
I wouldn't count that because again, it's still within the
It's
X-Men.
Yeah, but it's bringing an outside thing into the.
That's why he might
I see that more as a fourth wall break than a
Okay.
Okay, that's
reference
why
to
he my honorable
another
mention.
franchise.
How I Met Your Mother, Thanksgiving when the British shows up. There's
First.
one scene when they reference Lost, Once Upon a Time, and How I Met Your Mother, and they reference Ferris Bueller's Day Off. How I Met Your Mother, and anytime they reference Star Wars. Castle when he dressed up as a space cowboy.
Oh
And
fuck! I
then-
forgot about that one where he dressed up as
and-
Captain Mal.
Yeah. And Friends, the one in the X Factor, when they reference the Power Rangers.
Okay, yeah, okay.
No
I have
good?
one more honorable mention that I just
Okay.
remembered.
Okay.
It is the post-credits scene for Deadpool 2, where he goes and he kills
Eh.
himself while reading the Green Lantern script. And
You're
he goes,
welcome, world.
Deadpool. Yep. Anyways, 50. Yours.
Have any of you guys seen the movie Looney Tunes Back in Action?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
been a long time, but yes.
Okay, so at one point they go into a place known as Area 52, not to
And
be
who do they
confused with
find?
Area 51, and there's all kinds of aliens from other sci-fi movies from the 60s-ish, I think.
Yeah, I know where you're going.
And there's some Daleks in there.
Yep. The Daleks are in the Looney Tunes universe.
Yeah, and they kill Marvin the Martian. And also, as the Doctor Who aficionado on the stream, these are actually the Daleks from the Peter Cushing movies. Just wanted to point that out. Not from the show.
I think it's time I do a rewatch of this, don't you think?
Yeah. If it was on the floor, maybe. But yeah, I just love the fact that in Dexter's laboratory at one episode, his password to getting into his lab is Star Wars.
Oh.
Nice.
And also the Powerpuff Girls make references to Dexter all the time. Dexter's laboratory, not the other Dexter. He's actually been seeing a bunch of times as part of their kindergarten.
I believe it.
So yeah, there's that in Crisis on Infinite Earths, I believe, or rather, sorry, Crisis on Earth X. There's two distinct references where, because Professor Martin was leaving the show, he tried to give Jax new superpowers, and he basically tried to make him Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He literally calls him out. Why are you trying to make me the Spider-Man? That's one. The other one is when the girls find out about Caitlyn's sort of dual identity is transforming in between Caitlyn and Killer Frost. And then Felicity says, "Oh my God, you're like the Incredible Hulk."
Yeah.
I've just
There's
saw
that,
another one that I'm gonna wait to see if this is your guys' number one.
And one final one is in Ben's least favorite Doctor Who Christmas special, Last Christmas, where they're dealing with the dream-eating crabs. And there's a guy saying, it's like that horror movie, Alien. And the Doctor is like, there's a horror movie called Alien? That's incredibly racist. No wonder everyone keeps invading you.
You know what? As much as I hate that special, I didn't laugh when that came up. That's a great line.
So I have one more that I'm gonna add to my honorable mentions. I just thought about it, but I'm gonna wait on it because I want to see if it maybe is 50's number one. Maybe
it might as well be.
Okay. So what is your number one?
Yeah, you could do that. You could, but why? I mean, look at these people. Consider their potential. From the day they arrived on the planet and blinking step into the sun, there's more to see than can ever be seen. More to do than... No, hang on. Sorry, that's the Lion King, but the point still stands.
Yep. That's actually not the Doctor Who one I was thinking of. We just talked about it last night. It's Superman comics being read by the Doctor.
Yeah, and also there was another honorable mention I wanted to have on my list, but it's from Eternals, which you guys haven't
I
seen.
have not been able
So
to see it. Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't say the Hercules one.
the what?
And so in Hercules, when Hercules
I
is
mean,
poking for the
yeah,
thing,
I was considering that one, but I mean, it's my favorite show referencing my favorite movie.
yeah.
I wouldn't be able to call myself 50 if I wouldn't.
But also, the Disney movies do that a lot. That's not
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
In that case, that was part of my honorable mentions. I didn't say it because I didn't want to take it away from 50, but that's right in my honorable mentions.
Okay.
Right.
But also, by the way, in that same episode of Doctor Who, the scarf kind of makes an appearance. A
Oh, nice.
brief cameo on the on the very when the Doctor is choosing new clothes, you can kind of see the scarf
That's right.
in the corner of the screen.
You do see some of the old Doctor's costumes. That is correct.
Nice. I like that.
I did. All right, Ben. You had numero uno.
And from that same Once Upon a Time episode, season 3 finale, that Kirk and Emma did traveled back in time, and they're trying to figure out a way to go back to the future. So Emma says, "Who do I look like, Marty McFly?" And Hook's like, "Marty
Marty
McFly?
who?
Is that a wizard?" Yeah, great Back to the Future reference, and maybe my favorite Once Upon a Time episode.
Very
One
nice.
of them anyway. And again, the whole British Show Princess Leia cameo and stuff. That's funny. That always makes me smile.
I
That's
should
my
probably
number
go
one.
back and rewatch that show because I did enjoy it, but after it's just one of those I just fell off.
No, I get it. I get it.
Recapping the past.
Yeah, that's true. That could be another potential one.
After Lost.
Yeah.
course.
I'm making you hear me do Lost next.
Oh no,
Pretty
no,
much what-
I'm perfectly fine with doing Lost next.
By the way, it was made by the same showrunners.
I know. I actually call Once Upon a Time the what do you call it? Spiritual sequel to Lost.
Spiritual successor.
Yeah.
Okay, this should be interesting. So my number one.
Yeah.
Who are you gonna call? Someone else. Have you guys ever seen Casper?
Look, I think we didn't put that on my list.
You just reminded me something I forgot for my honorable mentions.
What?
And what's your
Have any of you guys seen the movie Just Like Heaven?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which was directed by dang it. Who directed the Ghostbusters movies again?
Ivan Reitman.
Ivan Reitman, yeah. The Ghostbusters were in that movie
What
as
fuck?
the Ghostbusters.
What the fuck?
You know, Just Like Heaven, the guy walks into a new apartment, finds out that there's a woman in a coma who's like a ghost in his house.
That's right. That's right. That's just right. Yes.
And then the Ghostbusters show up trying to catch the ghost. And she's like, yeah, do you want to tell them that that's not me, or should I do it?
Right. No.
Wait,
Okay.
who was it? Movie? Android?
I think this is, when all four of them were alive. It was without Zedmore, but it was Aykroyd. And I just woke up, so I can't remember anything. But yeah, it was the Ghostbusters as the Ghostbusters in the movie.
Oh shit! I don't remember that. I have to look that up.
Well, I just looked it up, and the lead Ghostbuster is Joel McKinnon Miller, so it's definitely not an original Ghostbuster.
Okay.
All right.
Never mind.
No,
But
so
the Ghostbusters were there, and they had the Ghostbusters theme. So I haven't watched that movie in a few years.
And,
so maybe
Just Like
that's
Heaven
why.
is not directed by Ivan Reitman; is directed by Mark Waters.
Well, fuck me then. Goodbye.
Yeah, Mark Waters who directed Freaky Friday, Mean Girls.
Get back in here, Fanny.
Oops. Again, too many people at the same time.
Okay, I have one.
Can I finish my number one? I actually haven't finished it yet.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's a two-part thing to this scene. So the Bill Pullman's character hires people to exercise the house. The first person to come out is a character from Saturday Night Live, Father Guido Sarducci, played by Don Novello, which I find is pretty funny because he gets his head turned back. But then right after that, we have none other, a mustachioed Raymond Stantz from the Ghostbusters, played by Dan Aykroyd, come down the stairs in full fright and says to them, "Who are you going to call?" "Someone else." And he leaves. And it's just like, as a kid, that just freaking blew my mind. Now you may proceed.
You know what? That's a good movie. But I thought of one more of my honorable mentions. It's from Ant-Man and the Wasp. Scott was in his apartment. I think he was on the phone. But on the TV in the background, I thought about something else. But on the TV in the background, he's watching the movie Animal House.
Animal.
And in Detective Pikachu 50, when they were in the apartment, they were
And they're watching the movie from Home Alone.
Yeah. I forget the name of it.
Oh Jesus! What is
Like that's a reference inside a reference.
It's like
You're watching a fake movie from another movie.
Yeah.
Angels with Filthy Souls.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
When was the last time either of you guys have seen Casper? Because it's been a long time for me.
It been a few years. It's a good movie. I like it.
It's a fun popcorn movie. I have it somewhere in this mess.
I like the I like when Pullman is in the bathroom washing his face. I like all the cameos that comes up.
Yep. So yeah, you have Apocalypse Now, where Casper's uncles fly into the sound of the roaring helicopters hunting Wagner's Rise of the Valkyries. You have Poltergeist, where Pullman morphs into Clint Eastwood, Rodney Dangerfield, Mel Gibson, and the Crypt Keeper. Then, of course, we have the two that I brought up. From Snow White, Casper's uncles have beds with their names carved in them, just like the Seven Dwarfs. Asked Ricci, "I wonder where Doc and Dopey sleep." From The Wizard of Oz, you have the uncles parodying the Wicked Witch of the West, "I'm melting" death scene. And from Terminator 2, Casper turns into a steroid-pumped action hero, invoking Schwarzenegger. He says, "Come with me, you want to live."
It's a fun movie, man.
Yeah. It's one of those from that time that fell through the cracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all right then. Whose turn is it for next week's list?
Main.
And do you have a topic, my friend?
And no, I don't. I have to think of one. I'll leave you all in suspense.
Oh, okay then.
Can I just do another one that I forgot last minute?
Sure.
The honorable mention?
Go ahead.
The Fourth Doctor showing up in The Simpsons.
That's right. I forgot about that.
I thought of another one. I thought of another one.
Rugrats. The Daleks appearing in Rugrats.
I thought of another one. 50, you appreciate this. The eighth Doctor showing up in Family Guy in, I think, Blue Harvest.
Man, hyperspace always looks so freaky.
Yeah.
And it's the Fourth Doctor's literally the intro of the Fourth Doctor.
That's right. Yeah.
And also from The Simpsons, where the big comic book guy shows up with a wheelbarrow full of tacos, and he's like, "Yes, I believe this should provide adequate sustenance for the Doctor Who marathon." That's why I love this topic so much. You can come up with so many examples. We can sit here all night, in my case, and we still wouldn't be able to cover them all.
Well, maybe that's another list down the line, a part 2 to this.
I'll write it down.
All right. So 50, where can everybody find you?
You can find me on YouTube and Twitch at 50 Shades of Geek. You can find me on this channel, recapping the greatest show in the galaxy, with these two wonderful people and Jess, who is in the comments right now. Occasionally, I pop into Mount Modown, Shooting the Breeze. Let's talk about Star Wars. Later tonight, I'm doing a part 2 of the all-night Doctor Who stream that I did that we did last week, where I'm doing a tier ranking list of all the forgettable one-off villains that we didn't get to put on the first list, while also wrapping up some of the speeches that I didn't get time to do last time to celebrate Doctor Who's 58th anniversary. And you can also find my Patreon, patreon.com/Pokemon Star Crossing Crescent Riders, and a Pokemon game based on Israel.
Okay, and Ben, what about you?
You guys can find me right here on the channel every Wednesday on Agents of North, the recap show for Hawkeye.
Me too. Sorry, I forgot that again.
With 50 and shares in the comments again. And Thursday on Shooting the Breeze. Saturday on Getting Ready and Mount Schmodown. We have a great episode coming at you in 2 weeks. Be on the lookout. Won't say what it is, but it's amazing. And I think that's everything, right? Am I forgetting something?
I can cover the rest because we are all on those shows together. So you can find me on my personal Instagram and Twitter at soda_the_Saxman. You can find me Wednesday evenings on the Squared Slice for me and my friend Dustin. We just discuss just anything about wrestling you want to talk about. You can also find me on Shooting the Breeze every week with Ben. And Jess is joining us for that because we're currently reviewing the Spider-Man movies leading into Spider-Man No Way Home. You can find various combinations of us usually on Schmodown Night in Canada. We took this week off because there were no matches or anything like that, but we will definitely be back for the spectacular. You can obviously find me here on this show. And some Saturdays you can find me producing Let's Talk About Star Wars, which we are currently on our hiatus we do every couple of weeks because of work schedules and what have you. You can check out the All Night Taco stream that we just recently did last week. Uploaded is, if you just want to get a taste of it, we've uploaded the first part of a highlight reel that Jess has made. Definitely go check it out. Great job, great laughs. You will see probably 50's most famous internet moment to date.
No. You didn't have to watch it. Come on, you didn't have to see. Come on.
Yes, you do. If you want to see a grown man cry, you should definitely go.
No. Wrong on both accounts. I wasn't crying, and I'm not a grown man. You don't. No.
But on that note, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like this video, and of course, leave some comments in the chat. We're really curious to see what some of your favorite instances of cross-pollination of movie franchises and franchises in general is. So on behalf of myself, 50, and Ben, we will see you next week on Get Sweaty. And everyone, have a safe weekend. Happy Thanksgiving to all our American viewers, and we will see you next week.
And happy